Everyone, welcome to a new video, and today I want to talk about import games. I don't really talk about import games that much, but I definitely find a lot of cool games in the import region. Now, usually when I get import games, I usually get the ones that are user-friendly, meaning that you don't need to necessarily know the other language to play these games. You could kind of play through them and still enjoy them like any regular game. Now, a lot of people probably go to eBay for import games, but there are stores like GG Retro Gaming who sell import games. Not only do they sell import games, they sell American games as well, so you can find a lot of retro there. If you decide to check them out after you watch this video, they did give me a code for you guys in the description, so click that code to get your first deal at their store. Now, it's time to get into some import games that I think you guys will enjoy. Let's take a look. Alright, so here's the first game, Gunsen O Yoyo. Don't worry, I will put the names in the description so you guys could look at them yourselves. But anyways, this game is a very similar game to if you like games like Lemmings. But what's cool about this one is actually two-player and it's arcadey in a way. So you can be playing the game by yourself and a second player join in to help you. Now, pretty much your objective in this game is to help these little, I forgot what they call these guys, but you're pretty much trying to help them get to the exit pretty much. And there's obstacles trying to stop you to get there. Now, pretty much it's kind of like, I would say it's a little nerve-wracking because sometimes they don't do what you want. You know, you get a little flustered. And the water is also going to come up and drown them as well. So you're trying to hurry up and get them to their exit. I felt like the assortment of items that randomly pop up will help you get, you know, pretty much these guys to their destination. But you got to work fast because sometimes, you know, it's pretty much a luck of the draw. You have to kind of utilize each item you're able to use at once. So definitely think this one's a cool game, especially when it's two players. Check it out. Here's Popn Twin B Deluxe Pack. So there's two games that come with this, but I'm going to mainly talk about the second game because nobody really talks about that. So Popn Twin B Yahoo is a fantastic shoot 'em up game that I think a lot of people would like. It's a good introduction into a shoot 'em up games, I would say as well. Now, I love this game so much. It's actually one of the first reviews I did on my channel back in the day. So definitely keep your eye on this one. It doesn't go for much, and a lot of people don't talk about it, unfortunately. It's one of those games that's kind of like just hitting out there. I'm not trying to say it's a hidden gem. Hell, it is hidden because I think this is a hidden gem that a lot of people should check out. So if you see this game out there, definitely pick it up. It's, like I said, it's a great introduction to shoot 'em up games. The second game at least is not very long. The first game on the pack is a little bit longer, but they kind of like complement themselves. So this package is a great game to have in your collection. Here's the Sniper, part of the Simple Series 1500. So what's funny about the Sniper is the sequel to this game is like one of the most infamous games out there. You can check out videos on that. Pretty hilarious stuff. The first game is actually pretty cool. The only thing I would say about these games, they're more story driven than anything. So gameplay is pretty much minimal to just waiting for your target towards the end of a cinematic. The game is fully voice acted, and each episode, I forgot how many episodes there are, but they pretty much end like a movie pretty much with credits and everything. So definitely an interesting game. You're not going to understand what they're saying unless you understand Japanese, but at the same time, you kind of pretend you can make up your own story as you see what's happening in the game. But definitely something I think a lot of people want to pick up, try to check out. here's the Japanese version of Klonoa for the PS1. Now, this was miles cheaper than the American version, and of course, I was really recommending this version before they came out with the Reverie series. But still, if you want the original game, definitely I would say if you want to have a physical of it, I would say go ahead and pick this one up. It doesn't go for nearly as much as the PS1 copy. I've seen people ask for like $700 for that. This one goes for I think like almost like 20 or 30 bucks. So definitely I would say pick this one up if you're looking for a physical copy of Klonoa for the PS1. Ehrgeiz is another game where the Japanese version is a lot cheaper than the American version. So just a little bit about this game. This was kind of like a collaboration between, I believe, Namco and Squaresoft at the time and Dream Factory. They kind of wanted to create like a crossover game or kind of mixed universes. I remember Godhand Mishima was supposed to be Kazuya's younger brother, which, oh God, thank goodness that didn't go through. But anyways, this is a crazy arena fighting game. It's pretty crazy, but I actually like this game, and I especially liked it when they added the Final Fantasy characters into it. Even though they didn't have endings, I still liked that they were included in the game. Now, Ehrgeiz could be a tough game to learn at first, but once you get it down and learn the moves, the game is actually pretty fun. You can do some crazy things. Another thing I remember about this is that the Japanese version of this game is uncensored. I remember it was somebody's ending or something else I can't remember too well, but still, I just want to put the information out there about this game. I just want to just generally talk about it. Poo Poos Son is a verse puzzle game, and the kind of way to kind of like get you guys familiar with this, if you guys have ever played Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine on the Sega Genesis, that was actually a Puyo game. But this is a versus game, so you're going against another player, and it makes it more tense, of course. Now, in this game, you have to match up the colors and knock out patterns pretty much so you can survive. It's actually a lot of fun and very addicting. And this game is very story-driven, but of course, you won't know the story unless you know Japanese. But still, definitely a playable puzzle game that you can find on the cheap. And next up, we have Card Captor Sakura. So this game is actually an action RPG, and the funny thing is, it just got English translated. If you're playing on a system like I think like a Polymega, if you own a Polymega and you have the Japanese version, which is the only version, you actually play the game in English if you just patch it through, so you can play on the original game in English, which is awesome. So either way, this game is easier to play now than it was, but it still was somewhat easy to play because it's an action RPG. You can kind of just like figure out the story a bit and keep playing on. But one of the reasons I originally bought this game before I found out about the English translation was it reminds me of Rhapsody, a musical adventure, the way the graphics look, you know, the isometric look, the colorful gameplay. So definitely I would say if you're looking for something a bit like on that side, not that this game's a tactical game or anything like that, but it's just very story driven and very easy. So you're pretty much like playing a game that's kind of like an anime movie or something like that. So you won't get lost, you won't get stuck, you know, pretty much just talk to certain people, do certain events, and boom, you'll move on to the next event. Alright guys, so those are the import games I wanted to let you guys know about. You know, there's other ways to play import games. I know you can play them on emulators and everything like that, but for people who want the physical copy of the game, I just want to put out that information for you guys here and just let you know there's some cool games out there that you guys might want to try out. Now, pretty much all the games I talked about in this video were PS1 games, but there's other imports, N64, Sega Saturn, you know, Super Nintendo, all that stuff, you know. And GG Retro Games has all those games for you guys want to check them out. So I'll leave the code in the description for you guys, and if you want to check them out. And I appreciate you guys checking out this video if you did watch it, because I don't talk about imports much, and it's been almost like 3-4 years since I talked about import games. So hopefully there's still some fans out there on my channel that like imports. But anyways, guys, that's all I got for you in this video. Thank you for watching. Radical Reggie, and I will see you in the next video.